Twomad is a walking contradiction. He made montage parody gaming videos years after they went out of style and still got millions of views on them. He rated Zoom classes and meetings during COVID long after prank videos had gone out of style, and he had massive success with them. He trolled an entire fan base and then pivoted to IRL content and even made a video with Belle Delphine. Whether you find Twomad funny or just annoying or maybe somewhere in between, it's impossible to deny that he's left his mark on the internet. With nearly 5 million subscribers and 500 million views between his two main channels. But now, some very heavy accusations have been leveled against Twomad. There are rumors about abuse, manipulation, and even a lawsuit funded by someone who used to be Twomad's friend. There's a lot of confusion about what's real and what isn't, with a lot of people online confusing different controversies or missing the point altogether. But I have something that I haven't seen any other YouTuber present: the actual court documents. So let's take a look at the evidence together and see what Twomad is really accused of. Once we analyze what's inside the lawsuit, we'll take a look at Twomad's response.
I didn't do anything that bad. Did very normal things, okay? It's not that bad. It's like weird though. It's like, you know, I don't want to call it completely normal. It's not. But it isn't what you're saying it is.
But before we get into that, I want to tell you about today's sponsor, Manscaped.com, the global men's lifestyle brand that's disrupting the men's grooming market. That's right, I'm Jabroni from the future, where the lighting in this room is absolutely crazy. And I just want to let you know that Manscaped is trusted by over 9 million men worldwide for all of their grooming needs. And their Performance Package 4.0 is a game changer when it comes to creating the ultimate grooming and hygiene bundle. My favorite is the Lawnmower 4.0. Their 4th generation electric trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade designed to reduce grooming accidents and has a 4000K LED spotlight for when you need a more precise shave. The Lawnmower 4.0 also has a smart cordless charging system, and these little LEDs on the front show you how much juice you have left. Up to 90 minutes of use with a full charge. You can even tap the button on the front 3 times, and it enables the travel lock feature, which is perfect for people like me who are constantly on the go and traveling. The Performance Package 4.0 also includes the Weed Whacker 2.0, which is this sleek and compact nose and ear hair trimmer. Guys, listen, I know that nose hair isn't exactly the most sexy thing to talk about, but everybody's got it, and if you don't take care of it, it's just going to start coming out of your nose, and that's just gross. People are going to notice. Manscaped even threw in 2 free gifts with their Performance Package 4.0, which includes their Manscaped anti-chafing boxers and the Shed Travel Bag to help bring your grooming and hygiene to the next level. So go to manscaped.com today and use the promo code Jabroni for 20% off your order and free international shipping. That is a huge value. So please, I know you guys are going to need this stuff anyway, so why not support the channel and a great sponsor and get some quality products for yourself? Make sure you use that promo code to get your discount, and let's get right back to the story. By the summer of 2023, Twomad had taken to regularly spam posting on Twitter whatever he felt like, stream of consciousness style. On June 23rd, a user told Twomad to please log off and take some sort of break, you look like a no-life right now. Twomad's response would start a chain reaction of events that would become larger and more detrimental to him than he could possibly imagine. Twomad quote tweeted this saying, "I have girlfriend bro look," with a picture of a girl eating a snack at a picnic table. This is Brianna Gay, a 16-year-old transgender girl from England. After being bullied at school, she had been found stabbed to death in a park in February, just a few months before the tweet. After several users on Twitter became upset with Twomad for posting this, he replied, saying he didn't know that she had died, but just thought that she was hot. He also started spam posting memes and incoherent nonsense to anyone that commented under his tweets. And after midnight that night, a user called Goldybell tweeted, "Twomad is psychotic. What he said about the trans girl is genuinely how he is in real life. He's way worse in real life, most psychopathic person I've ever known." If you're reading this, Mudea, this isn't an excuse to try talking to me again. I'm completely serious about involving the police. Whatever this interaction was, it didn't appear to be directly related to the Brianna Gay controversy. This was another allegation altogether. While Goldybell didn't say exactly what she was alleging, the implications were dark. She called Twomad by his first name, Mudea, and implies that she's already threatened to call the police on him. Twomad replied saying okay, and then call the cops, do it, they'll be like, who? Asked. Another user called Seven spoke up in support of Goldybell, claiming Twomad had stalked her for 7 months and sexually assaulted her, posting this video.
I at least want to take responsibility for what the I did, you know. like the way I treated you and like viewed you, this is not like okay. Like I pushed past your f***ing boundaries just for like my own f***ing self-serving reasons. I made like sexual advances you weren't comfortable with, you know what I mean? And I truly do like regret all of that like so much.
What actually happened here? Over the next several hours, Goldie Bell would release a massive amount of information related to her interactions with Twomad. She claimed that he had sexually assaulted her, and in turn she blocked his phone number. She claims that he then made 6 burner phone numbers to spam her. Some of the messages are intended to be funny, some of them sound sincere and apologetic, and some of them are chilling. Twomad then went live on Twitch where he made this comment.
So many f***ing dudes that you guys trust on a day-to-day basis have done that same shit, if not worse. It's common! Common! All the time! It happens. Because it's just like f***ing biological, like.
Instead of denying the allegations, Twomad's response was that whatever had happened just wasn't a big deal, and that it's common. The next day, he tweeted, "Never sexually assaulted nobody in my life, but not gonna stop crazy bitch from lying on YouTuber guy." Goldie Bell replied, saying, "You know exactly what you did. You were groping me as I was crying, trying to leave your f***ing house, then stalked me for months afterward. I genuinely hate you more than anyone on this planet. You ruined my f***ing life." To which Twomad responded with a meme. Fans and non-fans alike were telling Twomad to stop posting the entire time, encouraging him to take time off the internet. Some went even further, threatening him and telling him to off himself. Twomad continued to antagonize Goldie Bell, calling her a hoe with a cringe 9-to-5 job, and saying that he still got tons of YouTube views. Goldie Bell replied saying, "You literally made and signed this." The image she attached appears to be some kind of contract. It said that for the next 60 days, Twomad would not demand sexual activity with Bella, and would more or less behave himself around her, as he is prone to easily scaring and emotionally damaging her. It appears that Twomad signed his first name at the bottom of this document. So in the evidence so far, we have a video of Twomad apologizing, a screen recording of what appears to be Twomad messaging Goldie Bell from half a dozen different burner phone numbers, and now a signed document that also appears to implicate some kind of guilt onto Twomad. This seems like an open and shut case, right? Well, this situation might not be as straightforward as it seems. Twomad has long maintained that he suffers from multiple mental illnesses, including schizophrenia and bipolar disorder.
I have schizophrenia.
Hey, that's gonna be hard for the microphone to.
Let's talk about schizophrenia. Can we get the first topic, mental health? Let's go straight into that.
Do you actually have schizophrenia?
Absolutely. Cameras, look at me. Yes.
Many people on Twitter were asking him if he was going through a manic episode, which he denied. But would you know if you were going through a manic episode and be able to recognize it in the moment? Twomad kept cycling through emotional states, going from saying it didn't happen to he would do it again to no, he wouldn't do it again, and everywhere in between. Twomad has spent his career online trolling people, and his tweets could be part of that. It's possible that he's entirely or partly innocent and also responded poorly to the allegations. Both things can be true. He started bringing some of the evidence into question, saying that he hadn't written a single word in the apology video and that one of Goldie Bell's friends had written it. He later posted a picture of a sticky note that he claimed Goldie Bell's friend had written and that he didn't agree with. According to Twomad, he was just trying to make Goldie Bell feel better. He then said that reading the apology was a last-ditch effort to try to get unblocked. Intermixed with these posts intended to debunk the evidence against him, Twomad posted jokes and relentlessly spammed Twitter. But the more Twomad joked about the situation, the louder his fans asked for a serious response video. Twomad said he wouldn't explain anything unless Goldie Bell did first, but he started to change his mind the next day, saying he would make a funnified video that would clear his name and then retain decent viewership. Apparently, Twomad's view of the situation was one of a developing young crazy YouTube man versus crazy broke art student with nothing to lose. He quote tweeted one fan saying he was innocent of some stuff but not all of it, telling them to wait patiently for his response. From the day the allegation was made until 6 days later, Twomad tweeted 859 times and lost over 60,000 Twitter followers. If his goal was to retain his audience, something was going to need to change fast. It did. But not in the way Twomad had probably hoped. On June 25th, one Twitter user told Goldie Bell that she was going to need to go to court to prove that her story was legitimate. She replied that she was broke and couldn't do it. Jameskii then replied, "F I'll pay for it. But why would this person offer to pay for legal action against Twomad? This is jameskii, a gaming YouTuber with over 2 million subscribers. He's been on YouTube for a long time, and while he was growing his channel in 2018 and 2019, he was friends with Twomad. Before Twomad's face reveal during his gaming content days, he hosted multiple tournaments with big content creators, the most notable being the Tournament, a massive Rainbow Six Siege event with huge names from YouTube and Twitch. During the tournament in 2019, Twomad trolled jameskii relentlessly, making fun of him whenever he had a chance.
Right, left, behind you. Yeah, there. Shotgun him. Freebie.
All right, so we have almost a thrilling conclusion. Will Pizza Time make the comeback? That's the real question.
I just think it'd be so funny because they're such shit talkers. jameskii pulled the biggest fucking play by leaving the game. Such bullshit. jameskii fucking it's so fucking funny because they'll never admit it. If jameskii hadn't left, they wouldn't win.
This continued and turned into Twitter beef after the tournament, shortly after which Twomad's account was banned from Twitter. Twomad blamed jameskii for the ban and made a video exposing him. jameskii had long claimed to be Danish, but Twomad claimed he was actually Russian and hiding his true identity.
Imagine living in Moscow, speaking fluent Russian, and then just say, "F it, I never spoke a damn word of Russian. I'm Danish now."
In response to this, jameskii wrote a massive twit longer explaining his side of the story. He claims that earlier, when Twomad was trying to move to the United States to escape a bad situation at home in Canada, jameskii had reached out to help. However, shortly after Twomad arrived in LA and began staying at jameskii's house, there were misunderstandings, bad communication, and things went south quickly. Fast forward to the present Goldie Bell allegations, and it seems that jameskii not only believes the allegations, but is willing to pay for them to be heard in court as well. About 2 weeks later, Twomad tweeted that he had been served court papers. Goldie Bell and Twomad would have their day in court. What the court documents that you're about to see claim are chilling, and these are genuinely hard to read. In the documents, Mudea is Twomad, and Isabella is Goldie Bell. Keep in mind that at the time of writing this, these are only allegations. I'm not claiming that any of this is true or false, only analyzing what's inside the court documents. On July 6th, Isabella's attorney submitted a request for a civil harassment restraining order. In it, Isabella says, "I bring this petition because I fear for my life and safety. Beginning in November 2021, Mudea sexually assaulted me on multiple occasions, and over the last several weeks, he has made private and public threats to my life, repeatedly harassing me online and by phone. Respondent also pulled a gun on me, which is captured on video. I believe that Respondent is severely mentally ill and unstable. I fear that he is going to harm me." Twomad had posted the video she's talking about, which I can't show on YouTube. In it, she appears to be waiting outside for him to open the door, and after a few seconds of waiting, a door can be heard opening and a gun appears in frame in front of Isabella before the video abruptly cuts off. Isabella claims that when they first met in the fall of 2021, Twomad invited her over to his house. She says that when she arrived, Twomad asked to see her ID to see if she was 18, and then asked for her phone and deleted their prior text conversations and told her to leave. She says this made her uncomfortable and left quickly. Isabella says that he invited her back over the following months and weeks. She claims that one night in December he gave her marijuana and then coerced her into doing things she did not want to do, saying, "At one point he placed himself between me and the door and began to get enraged. I knew he had multiple guns in the house and he was not going to let me leave. Because I was scared of what he would do to me if I continued to refuse his advances, I performed on him against my will. I was too intoxicated to drive home that night. His manipulation continued over the next several weeks, and he exerted sexual control over me, eventually coercing me to have sex with him against my will. I repeatedly told him that I was not consenting to sexual relations with him, and in an attempt to lure me back to his house again, he sent me a photograph of a contract he drafted wherein he promised to not demand sexual acts from me, and he acknowledges his wild, uncontrollable psychological problems. By January 2022, I had had enough. I told Respondent that I would never allow him to touch me again. As I turned to run out of his house, he ran after me, tried to tackle me, and he groped my breasts. He seemed to find this funny. I was in tears and begging him to let me leave. When I finally got out the front door, two of Respondent's friends happened to pull into the driveway. They saw my highly emotional state and they asked me if I was okay. I told them that I was not okay, and his friends acknowledged that Respondent was known to act this way towards women. At the time, I did not go to the police for fear of him retaliating against me. Isabella goes on to detail allegations of further stalking and harassment, from the burner phone numbers to his tweets making light of the situation and saying that he would do it again. Isabella also names a witness, jameskii, meaning not only is he reportedly paying for the case, but may also be called on to testify. The court date was originally set for July 28th, but has since been moved to September 26th. One major revelation from this filing was that Isabella did go to the police and file a police report. However, at the time of writing this, I haven't been able to find a filing for a criminal case against Twomad, only this civil one. It could be that the local prosecutor hasn't filed charges against him yet, or they investigated and didn't find enough evidence to do so. Or Isabella might have asked them not to pursue criminal charges. We just simply don't know. Since this request for a restraining order was filed, Twomad has said he's no longer going to release a response video, which makes sense. What doesn't make sense is his call-ins to various streams and podcasts.
Here's my response, okay? I'm literally driving. I'm in Oregon. I'm literally driving. I'm in Oregon.
Your career is fucking over. What are you gonna do?
No,
like,
it's not.
it's just.
Your career never started, Augie.
Bitch, my career is 10 times larger than yours. What are you saying? I have 1,300 viewers right now. When's the last time you've had 1,300 viewers?
Response, and it's an hour long. It's gonna get 5 million views. I'm gonna get a bunch of money.
It's not gonna get 5 million views, buddy.
I have more marketable skills than you too. I'm a better editor. I'm literally. If I didn't have a YouTube channel at all, I could work as a manager, could work as an editor.
No, you couldn't.
And be
like a Denny's?
Dude, do you even know how to use Sunny Vegas? Do you know how to use Sunny Vegas? Dude, if there's anybody who's more likely to work at Denny's, it's you, bro. Please stop coping. You're coping. You're coping.
I deny everything. Okay, I did some of that shit. Alright, so not everything.
Which things?
No, I didn't do shit. Okay, I don't deny everything. I deny some things and I accept some things. Okay, fuck you. I'm just describing what the fuck I'm actually doing. I'm in Oregon right now.
He's also changed the thumbnails on a lot of his videos, and he still hasn't stopped tweeting. Near the end of July, he said that 60% of his fan base still loves him, and he doesn't care about the other 40%. Other videos had surfaced over the last few weeks as well, like one where it looks like Twomad is kicking out a car's windshield while Goldie Bell begs him to stop.
Please, not while I'm driving, man. Do this at your own.
Oh, fuck!
You dumbass! Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
When these new allegations came out, I messaged Twomad. He didn't answer me immediately, and I thought, no problem, he's going to deal with this in his own way, just like he always does, and things will be fine. Keep in mind, this was before all of this evidence came out, and he hadn't said all these things to Goldie Bell just yet. Then, over a month later, I replied to someone on Twitter asking what was going on with Twomad, where I said, he was accused of SA and now there's pending legal action. He's trying to post through it, but it's not working. He feels he will retain his audience and be vindicated without having to address anything. That got Twomad's attention. He messaged me back now and said, yo, I thought you were smart, but guess not. This is the same analysis so many fucking idiots are making. I'll never respect this shit. And then he immediately blocked me. Since then, he's been asking anyone he can on Twitter for money to fund his legal defense. And then, on August 30th, Twomad posted a response video. It's nearly 45 minutes long and is a reaction video of Twomad commenting on YouTuber Oompaville's video about the allegations. In it, Twomad restates that he truly did not know who Brianna Gay was when he posted the original tweet. He also says that he's mentally healthy and stable. Then he addresses the stalking allegations.
I've been stalking her for 7 months. She came to my house at 3 a.m. while I was sleeping. That's stalking. I sent you text messages and half of them were apologies. Hello?
Twomad also restates that he did not write the apology from the driving video, and that he was not sincere about it. He says he's confident that he will win in court, and that the worst stuff that Isabella is accusing him of simply did not happen.
It never happened. That shit just never happened. She has sexual trauma from when she was younger by somebody else. She's putting that on me. That's what it is.
Twomad then claims that they were dating, but that the relationship started out as something else entirely.
When I originally met this girl was for prostitution. I think that she's just angry and she just wants to get back at me, so that's why she's doing the false allegation shit.
He then reiterates that he believes the case will be thrown out, and that as soon as it is, he's going to countersue Isabella for libel and defamation.
She's fucking worse. I'm the fucking true victim. My tweets are unhinged, but they're tweets, okay? I'm sorry, my bad.
Whatever ends up happening, it's important to remember that these are allegations and the matter is unsettled. At the time of writing this, the like ratio on the response video is about 60%, exactly what Twomad predicted it would be. If you like this video, you'll probably like this video I made about iDubbbz and what's been going on with him recently. And as always, a huge thanks to my Patreons and members on YouTube. You are funding the Jabroni Empire and I couldn't do this without you. And as always, thanks for watching. Stay weird, internet. See you next time. Peace.